In today's video, I'm going to show you my favorite way to start brick stitch. We'll be working 2 rows at once. I prefer this method over starting with ladder stitch because it's easier to hold, has a better shape, and isn't as awkward and wobbly. It's ideal for creating a sturdy and evenly aligned base, making it easier to build up your beadwork into intricate patterns. This method ensures your beadwork begins with a secure and balanced foundation, which is particularly helpful for projects like earrings, pendants, or larger designs. I will first show you with larger beads, and then I will switch to Miyuki Delicas, which are probably the beads you will use most often for brick stitch projects. I start by picking up 3 beads and sliding them down. I leave a long enough tail to weave in later, and I pass my needle back through the first bead like this. Align the beads, and as you can see, they form a small triangle. You can even rotate it. It depends on how your project is meant to look. You can turn it this way or that way, whichever works better for your project. I will leave it like this. Then I pick up another bead and pass my needle directly through the hole of the bead. I pick up another bead and pass the needle through the hole of the bead on top again and tighten. You can see that the beads are now settling into the correct position. The pattern resembles the way bricks are stacked to make a wall. I will continue in the same way until I reach the desired length of the base row. Actually, the 2 base rows. For example, I will stop here. If you are familiar with brick stitch, you already know how to continue with the next row. I pick up 2 beads and I will make a decrease here. I skip the first thread bridge and pass the needle under the second thread bridge. Then I pass the needle through the bead. And I want to secure it, so I pass the needle through this bead again, from top to bottom, directly through the bead. Then through the second bead, this time upwards. The beads sit nicely in place like this. Then I continue with 1 bead at a time. I pick up 1 bead and pass the needle under the thread bridge. And then pass the needle through the bead going upwards. Tighten. The third row is finished. Now I will show you the same thing with Miyuki Delicas size 11/0. I assume this is the bead size you will most often use for brick stitch. Again, I pick up first 3 beads and slide them down. I pass the needle through the first bead going downwards. Tighten. And as you can see, the bead sits nicely into a triangle again. This time I will rotate it this way, it doesn't matter. Pick up 1 bead and pass the needle through this bead going upwards. Tighten. Pick up another bead and pass through the bead going downwards. Pick up another bead and pass upwards. Pick up 1 more and pass the needle downwards. I continue this way until I reach the desired length. And this is what it looks like with Miyuki Delicas. Neat, consistent, and ready for the next steps of your design. The double row base is not just a starting point, it sets the tone for your entire project. Mastering this technique will enhance your brick stitch projects and give you a strong foundation for creative designs. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye!